This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the FIU Panthers and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Swings it out to his running back. Brings it to the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
What's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. The short hands, it's Bernard. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for room, it's Bernard.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Keep it on the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Well, they found some room on this opening drive, but now a chance for this defense to stand tall on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. The field goal is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Could be an alley. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. 1st down from the 42. Might as well give it to him again. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Gives it to the back on the draw.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
He unleashed that one, some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm. He takes his step.
Got a little grass. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
It's complete on the right side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. The run inside. It's Bernard. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. The 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Took it all the way back to the house.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that big six.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stone. Picked up 8 yards there. Third down and 2. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to pass. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
1 more snap coming before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the number 11 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's Houston coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half.
Right back to the well. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
On the money. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside. It's Bernard. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Owls line it up with a 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Snags it, and there's running room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Quick completion on the out route. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him.
Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And you got to imagine at halftime, there were some words being thrown around. Obviously, guys, we can't throw around those words in the booth right here. But coming out in this 2nd half, like no points in the 1st half and putting a drive together, that's what this offense needed. A lot more energy, a lot more emotion.
Hey, man, you want to make a statement defensively, make hits like that. You're going to start having these receivers think twice about running these routes. This defense came to play, and they are laying the wood.
Looking to throw again. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Bernard. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You know, defenders have to really understand body positioning and where the football's coming from. And great job understanding that, getting in the way of the route, knocking the ball down, batting it away, making a good play for that defense.
Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it down the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. On the ground with the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Got some room to run. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They've got got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To the air on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Florida International comes out to start this drive. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Just feeds the running back. Might have a chance. Past the 30, at the 20, into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Henry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Florida International offense is back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, a minute 55 remaining. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. Got his man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment. Turning it on. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They're setting up the screen. Touchdown, no! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. On the ground, it's Bernard. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA.